Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. I hope we are all doing amazing. So as you guys saw in today's title, we are going to be making turkey. Have I made turkey before? That is the real question here. No, I have not made turkey before. This is actually the first time I'm going to be making a whole turkey, or turkey in general. I always have turkey like when someone else makes it. It's not really that one thing that I jump at buying in the shop, or that one thing where I actually just like or crave. You know, turkey is just that weird meat. I have made whole chicken before, so I'm going to treat it as if I am making a whole chicken. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to treat it like I'm making chicken, because turkey and chicken are very similar, just the taste is slightly different. Turkey's got a more gamier taste than chicken does. So yeah, join me in making turkey for the first time. I hope this goes well. And also, just a disclaimer, at the end when you actually you will watch the whole video to know what I'm talking about right now. I butchered the chicken so much. I mean the turkey. I know how to cut a whole chicken with my eyes closed, but when it comes to the turkey, I was super confused. Hey, like I was really confused. So please don't judge me for that. I butchered that girl. I really just went in at her. But hey, you know what? Trial and error. I will get it right. And also think because it was hot. That's another thing. Anyway, before I go on, please do like, comment, subscribe, share, tell your friends, tell their friends, tell their friends, tell their family, so that everybody is on the video. So before I go on further, please do like, comment, subscribe, share, tell your friends, tell their friends, their friends, tell their family, so that everybody's on the video the same way that you are. Please get the notification bell on so you get notified every single time I post. Also, please, if you're not subscribed and you're part of the percentage that hasn't subscribed, please do subscribe to the channel. It doesn't take long, just go oops and you are in. Also, please follow me on my socials. They are in the description box down below. And before I go on further, get into the video. So I'm gonna go through our ingredients real quick. I've got quite a lot, so let's get into it. So here I have got us a young turkey. This is about 3 kgs. I'll explain these cooking suggestions and all that at the back here. The shop is right there, so you'll be all good. I got some oregano. I'm using the Robertson's one. I've got some paprika. I'm using the one that I got from Food Lovers, and then Robertson's black pepper, and then Robertson's aromatic roast potato roast blend. This is probably the most amazing thing for potatoes, so if you don't have this, I'll suggest get this for yourself. And then Cape Herbs and Spices has got the best sea salts. I think I've said this already. I'm using that, and I'm going to be using some olive oil as well. And then I'm going to be using 2 apples and a clove of garlic. I'm going to be using 3 of these bad boys. These are oranges. And then I'm going to be using 1 lemon. What I'm going to be using as well is I'm going to be using some wild rockets. I don't know if you guys can see this properly. Yeah, so I'm going to be using some wild rockets. I'm going to be using some quinoa. You guys have seen me using this before. I'm going to use some radishes. I'm going to be using some salted butter, because unsalted butter is phenomenally expensive. I'm going to be using some heirloom carrots. I've got 2 packets of this. And then for our fresh herbs, we've got some rosemary, we have got some sage, we have got some Italian parsley. This is the flat leaf parsley. It might say that on other boxes. And finally, I've got some thyme. Okay, so I've got my pan prepped here. I'm not sure how many dimensions this is. I will actually just put it in the description, actually on the screen, not in the description box, sorry. So I've just put some parchment paper and I've sprayed some spray and cook. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lay some herbs at the bottom and some garlic where we're going to put our turkey. The reason why I'm using parchment paper is because I don't want the turkey to stick onto the bottom. Okay, so as you guys can see, I've got my turkey here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a clean cloth. So I'm just going to take a clean cloth. You need to pat the situation down. Also, I'm just going to take out the giblets inside. We have got some necks and some gizzards in here, which is amazing because I like the inside of the stuff. I'm just going to put this on the side. And then yeah, just making sure that's all that's in there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just drain out the water that was in here, and then I'm going to come back and sort this out. Okay, so the water's drained. What I did was I washed the turkey before, just to put that out there. So I'm just gonna go in with my cloth. Very cool. So I have patted it down and I have taken off some excess fat that was there. And when you saw me cutting it there at the back, I was just checking if there was dirt in there, because usually in a chicken sometimes there is dirt there. That's why I usually just cut it off, just to make my life a little bit easier. So this is done. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go in with everything that's going to go inside, and then we're going to see how that goes. Okay, sharp. So in here what I have is some thyme, parsley. I use curly parsley because I had some in the fridge. Thyme, parsley, sage, as well as rosemary. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put in some olive oil in here, and then we're just going to go inside the our bread with this. What I'm going to do is also I'm going to put in some salt and pepper into this mixture, so that it just makes our lives a little bit much easier. Okay, cool. So here's our mixture. I ended up mixing some olive oil as well as canola oil, because in Gaipeli olive oil, because you need quite a lot of oil. I'm just going to show you guys which oil I used, so that you know which one it is. The oil that I ended up using and mixing with the olive oil, so that it just makes your life easier. And also, like I said, olive oil is quite pricey. This is a little bit pricey too, but a little bit on the better side. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start with my mixture here. So I'm done with stuffing outside. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with some salt on the outside of the juices. If it's falling off, don't worry. The mixture that I'm going to use to put the top is going to help us out there. I'm going to go salt. I'm going to go a little bit of pepper in here. And then what I'm going to do is, in here I've got the same herb mixture that I had with the inside. So instead of oil this time around, I'm going to be using some melted butter. So I'm just going to pour this in here. I feel like that's not going to be enough, so I'm just going to melt a little bit more. Then we're going to go in with what we need to do. Okay, so our bread is done and prepped. We're just going to put it into the oven. So for example, if you're using a convection oven, which is the ovens with the fans, please put it at 200 degrees Celsius. And then if you are going to be using a standard oven, which is what I'm going to be doing, because I'm going to first put it outside in the standard oven, then finish it off in the convection, you need to put it at 220. This is going to go in for about, I'll just say, an hour. And then we're going to see how it is. We're going to turn it around after an hour, and then carry on with everything else that we need to do right now. Cool. So what I have here is I just put some olive oil at the bottom, just a little bit, not too much, so that the carrots don't burn. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go in some orange slices at the bottom here. I've got about 7 or so of them, so I'm just going to partition these like this. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and put these on top, but what I'm going to do first is I'm going to wash them. Okay, so as you guys can see here, I added about, I had 4. I just count that out. I added 4 oranges, and I added a little bit more thyme. What I did here, I've got my carrots. I took out the tops and I peeled them. What I'm going to do is and I put olive oil and salt and pepper. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them onto our tray, so that we can get these into the oven. Okay, so I've got my potatoes here. I cut them up already and they were in water, so if they look a little bit wet, that's what's going on. Okay, cool. So now I'm gonna just cook the quinoa. If you don't know how to cook quinoa, that means you have not watched the butternut and quinoa video, so please do go and watch that. I'm just gonna do this off camera, and then we'll build the rest of the salad later on. So that I've just taken that out. You guys can see what it's looking like. So I'm just gonna go. Okay, so I've just turned it around. I just wanted to show you guys what it looks like, and then I'm gonna put it back into the oven right about now. What I'm gonna start with is I'm gonna start with some quinoa. So our turkey is out. As you guys can see, this is looking quite like appetizing, but I can't eat it right now. So I'm just gonna turn it for you guys to see like that. Let's not drop the bird, jeez. So pretty much what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna just let this rest for about the next 15 to 20 or so minutes while I finish up with everything. This just needs to rest so that the juices can settle, but looking at it like this, it's done. It's gonna rest, then we're gonna cut it up and we're gonna put it onto our plate. Okay, so our carrots are also almost done. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna, so here there is butter that has orange zest. Then I'm just gonna take this and just put it onto the pan. Of course, we're gonna make the vinaigrette for our quinoa salad. Okay, cool. So now we're gonna plate up our food. And that is us done. That is us done there. Please do like, comment, subscribe, share, tell your friends, tell their friends, tell their friends, tell their family, so that everybody ends up on the channel. Let me actually just switch this over to what I was actually looking at. So that's that on that. That's what that looks like. So I'm gonna go eat now, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.